Zero.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome on into the Put It in the Book show. I am Steve. As always, we got Keith with the Old City Field scoreboard. What's going on, Keith?
Boy. Here we
I
go
know
again.
I do need to update my background, but you know what? It's okay. I'm nostalgic. I was actually thinking about putting Shay up. Let's go, Mets, baby.
Ooh.
Nice win today. It was a little rough.
Don't start the show yet.
Take it. A W.
All right, Keith, relax, Keith, relax. Can we get to another video of us?
How about
before
that
we
play
start
at
the
home?
Here we go. Does Keith have a mustache now? I can't tell. Is
It's
that
because
chocolate?
I haven't shaved.
Is that chocolate?
I don't want it.
Okay.
You don't want it?
Listen.
What if you shaved live on air?
A napkin? No, dude.
I'll
You
dry
know,
shave live on
really?
air.
See, now he's gonna be weird, do weird sex stuff. He's gonna dry.
What
I don't
is
even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about mustache riding. That's all I'm using.
See?
Dry shave. my
It's
mustache.
on me because I'm the one that didn't say it.
I didn't mention
Figure
sex.
that out.
And let's go.
There it is. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Right down there. What's going on, sir? How's life?
What's up, people? Life is pretty good, man. Pretty good. We're gonna have a fun show today. I think Keith is ready.
Is it as good as a helmet extension to be safe? Is it that good?
What?
Mr. Armstrong using his helmet to be safe?
Oh, screw that guy. Screw that guy.
I'm out of this conversation. I don't know what you guys.
Oh, okay. We'll get into it after the intro.
Fill me in.
Point.
All right. So since last we were here, we had a couple series. Cardinals, we'll cover that. We'll cover the Cubs series. We'll cover a little screw job that happened last night. A great walk-off win that happened today. And a pretty exciting call-up that's happening that we'll see on Saturday.
Yeah. I can't
We'll
wait.
get all that and more. Let's do it.
Put it the box.
Let's watch this.
Oh, sorry. I was shaving.
Let's start the show off right, fellas.
And he drives one the other way, a base hit. Beatty around third. He's going to score. Beaver racing for third. He's being waved home. The throw to the plate will not be made, and the Mets win the ball game. Francisco Lindor with a walk-off two-run hit in the bottom of the 11th, and the Mets win it 7-6.
What a great ending. What a great finish to the game today. Oh, Rodriguez, did we lose you? See, now we can't blame producer Joe. We can't blame producer Joe because there's no producer Joe today. We'll see in a moment.
Quick, let's go out. Let's talk about him. Did you know what Steve?
Oh man, listen. This is kind of like the episode that we did a couple of weeks ago. Well, 3 weeks ago now. Maybe it was the second show of the year where the outcome of that game. Seriously, actually, you know what? That was the week that all shit went crazy and nobody remembered that we were going to do a show. So it was going to be very positive because that was the walk-off.
I think only you and I remember, to be honest.
So, and then Joe, I guess he jumped on, but he didn't. I didn't know if he let us know that he was jumping on. But there's Rodriguez. He's back. Hopefully, he can hear us now.
I can hear you.
Yeah, if anybody's wondering, he's in contract negotiations, so he's holding a picket outside the Put It in the Books line. Hopefully we have him back soon.
It's not going to work out well for him. I'm just producer Joe. He's
He'll
trying to
get
get
hit
more
by
money out.
he'll get hit by a car. I guarantee you. He cannot walk the street and hold up a sign. He can't do those two things at once. And if he blinks, he'll get lost. I'm telling you, he will. Producer Joe will get hit by a car.
Poor guy.
It might be a Dodge. It might be a gray Dodge Charger, but
You know
hit by
what? My
some car.
background doesn't even have all the LED boards along the borders underneath.
Yeah, what? This is awful stuff here,
Yeah,
Keith.
it's
You
terrible.
just like,
Terrible, Keith.
Well, I
Everybody
just want
hates
everybody to
it.
remember what was. That's all.
do you remember?
Yes,
All
I
right.
remember
Is
1986.
this a baseball show? Cheers
Yeah.
to Buddy,
Hey,
the new dog, the new City
Oh,
Field dog named
Buddy.
after Buddy Harrelson.
absolutely. Cheers. Salute. And of course, gotta mention this. Game 6, Knicks tonight, 9:00. Let's go, Knicks. All right, let's get into it.
Let me reset things here and see if this is a baseball show. 1, 2, 3, baseball show.
There it is. All right. All right. So, we're kind of just talking about great way to end the game, great way to go into our show, because had the Mets lost this game, this is now you lost 3 out of 4 to the Cubs, you lost 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals, and now we got to get on and talk about it, which we don't like to do when this type of stuff happens. So, thank you to those involved today.
Thank you, team.
Really quick, let's talk
it.
Lindor.
Look at that. Nice T-shirt.
Stick. This is the brain shirt
just
that
like
he
him.
doesn't like. Brains are popping out of his head.
Right, exactly. Looks like he's wearing his
I know.
brains outside his skull.
He's actually looking like that right now. Did you see his hair?
Yeah.
It's like the new team logo, team jerseys. Same
Yes.
color, gray.
Yes, concrete gray. So yesterday that Lindor gets pulled from the game. Nobody knows shit about it, and everybody's I bet Mets Twitter, because I was refresh.
I think that's why he was pulled.
Yeah, so he wound up with flu-like symptoms along with some other guys. So let's not be surprised if some of that stuff happens over the next few days. Also, so he gets pulled from the game. All right, we find out he's sick. All good, whatever. Not in the lineup today. Surprise, surprise. He does get in there. He asked to be put in the game at some point today. He said he's ready to go, and boy, was he freaking ready. Came up with big hits, including a walk-off double down the right field line to bring on the first 2 runs, and then a double down the left field line, both left-handed. This is good stuff for Lindor, and of course,
good stuff.
Marte with 2 assists.
2 missiles from right field. That's old school. That's
How about
old
those
school
throws,
right there,
man? And then try to escape play at the second one, where he missed a tag, and it's like, oh crap, got to get back. So all that stuff doesn't happen. The pen again. I want to talk. We'll talk about this Kaka pitcher in a moment, but let's talk about the good things right now. Keith, is you think that these last few games is the ground for Lindor now going to take off?
It's really hard to tell, because he is such a, since he's a Met anyway, notorious slow starter. It could be it's any moment now. This is definitely something that can be a catalyst to him taking off. But it's hard to tell, because he's such a slow starter. It might be another week or 2. He might suck for a little bit longer at the plate, but I forgive him for that 9th inning bases loaded crap at bat after today's game. That's for sure.
That was
Lindor is in the long run. It's the season's a marathon, as everybody says. He's gonna be there for us. He's gonna be one of the best players in Major League Baseball, and I'm ready for him to break out. I know I am, but will this be the moment? I'm not sure.
Listen, by the way, probably with flu-like symptoms, not the best time to douse him with the Gatorade after the game. I'm just saying.
Maybe. Yeah, because and he's probably a little weak right now. Like, I think that hit
sounds sick in the interview.
He's got pneumonia now.
I think that hit.
We know about pneumonia.
I hope not.
Do.
Thank you, DJ Stewart.
He'll be fine.
DJ
He-
Stewart.
Can't play shortstop though, you douche.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy, in the comments, there's not the joke yet. There's several comments, but can't do it yet. It's against the rules.
Stick to your
Uh,
guns, baby.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
switching gears a little bit here to the bullpen. Again, Houser, 5 innings, 4 runs. Again, you know, there's a reason that a certain somebody's going to get called up in the next few games. So, and we'll get to that. But so Houser does what Houser does. And by the way, Lindor, super over the top. He's super sick because
I
in
know.
his post game,
He
did you
said
hear it?
something nice about. Oh
He's
man, it made me tweak. I was like, man,
I was like, he's definitely sick.
Like what? What's going on here? Come on, dude.
I said the words that he said. He and that's what triggered my memory. He said, and
dude.
Houser does what Houser did.
Oh,
You know what Houser does.
yeah,
Like,
and
okay.
Houser does what Houser does, which is put us in a hole right off the bat. Thank
All
you,
right,
Houser.
but what I really want to talk about is the bullpen. Diaz
Wait,
comes
Lindor
in.
said that? I missed
Lindor
that.
said in the
Yeah.
post game. Yeah,
Wow.
he's
mean-
definitely saying probably running a pretty high fever.
No,
He
you know what?
he meant it as a
A
compliment,
leader
but
needs to
you
be
know,
upfront and honest.
you know,
And that's what he did. He was being a leader right there by
he
calling
didn't say
Houser out
anything
first.
bad. He didn't say anything bad, but he didn't say
No.
anything good either. So
No.
you have to take that with how it was said.
But the pen. This management group has been quick to yank him. You gone?
Yeah.
Okay, DFA, get traded.
Dude,
Trade for
I
whatever.
love it. I love that. I mean, it's
And
not
Diaz
so
goes 6 outs for the first time in 2 years. Let's
But
do it.
remember, even they gave this guy Tomlinson, the guy from the Braves that came in as a spy to try to blow games for us, because I'm firmly convinced that's what he did.
I'm with you, Rodriguez. That's good. I didn't think of that.
I'm telling you, think about it. So he came in and they gave him 3 or 4 chances, and after having a 7.9 ERA, it's okay, dude, time. He even went to the Skankies, and the Skankies got rid of him. You know, like
Yeah,
they're not messing around. You're done. So you guys, sometimes you got to make the quick decision, and hopefully it's the right one. You know, but Houser is a Christian. What's his name?
Scott.
Scott's good start
Two
away
first names.
from being in AAA for the rest of the year.
Right, Herbie.
You know, if that kid comes up and throws 6 innings or goes 7 innings, God forbid, and for him, it'd be great for us, you know. But if he comes in and throws a good game, Houser is going to be in AAA for a minute trying to figure out what's wrong with him. And you know what's wrong with him? He's a coward. Okay, that's what's wrong with him. You're pitching like a coward. All right, you're probably 6 foot. What? How big is Houser? You guys know he's like probably 6'4" or something like that. You know, big old dude and stuff.
That's
And
Christian Scott. Christian Scott is 6'4", 215.
6'4", 215. That's fantastic
Houser?
height
Houser
and weight for a pitcher.
Houser's
Great.
6'3". What the hell's his
Dude.
weight?
It doesn't even matter. He's 6'3". At 6'3", sometimes you got to just take it and throw the ball in there. He's nitpicking too much, man. He's pitching so afraid that no one's going to swing at his stuff. And when he comes over the plate, he's forced to come over the plate. So bing, bang, boom.
242. 6'3",
Dude,
242.
6'3",
But he's never been a
242.
strikeout guy. He's
But
one of these
does-
fake
but you don't
looking heart throwers. Like
You don't have to
you would assume
be.
it's a heart thrower.
You would assume it, but okay, then at the end of the day, he has movement. He threw a curveball today that was beautiful, man. That thing broke like an old Gooden curveball. It was fantastic. But
No,
the
that's
problem
not Lloyd
is,
Charles.
it was really nice, dude. Let me
Really?
tell you,
I
it
gotta
started
go
at the top, and it went straight down. But that's just it. He doesn't repeat that again. He doesn't
I
come
didn't
back.
watch it
He
because
doesn't
I
come
was
with it.
working.
I heard you were working. Yeah. Sure
I
you were.
heard.
I heard. Rumor
I heard
has it.
Right.
But, you know,
Has it.
he's going to end up in AAA if this kid has a good start, which I'm hoping for, because
We should send
You
him
know
to
what?
Boston for cash considerations.
again, send them to the Mariners for cash.
Dom Smith
consideration.
is with
They
the
have
Red
a whole
Sox
bunch
now.
of them. I
We
wish
can't send
Dom
people
Smith
to Texas
luck. You know,
anymore. They're
Yeah.
champions.
I like Dom Smith. I got nothing against him. He was a good Met. He fought for when he was ready to fight. He was fighting as a Met. You know,
Oh, yeah.
he was one of those guys that's the first one
Stupid
out there.
left-handed, filthy pitcher, whatever the hell his
Okay.
name was.
All right.
Remember him? What was his name? The lefty. That's who they got into an issue with.
The lefty from where? From Philly?
Yeah, from Philly. He was like always throwing his hands up in the air and he got in Dom got in his face and vice versa. Can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name. If anybody out there knows it,
he plays. For
Somebody
Philly.
knows.
somebody knows.
These guys watching are a lot smarter than us.
Well, so I've heard, but no, they don't have any good jokes. What's going on here?
Terzio says my ex-wife loves Toronto. She stays in the high floors. She loves the blinds open. This way everybody can see.
Whoa.
Wow.
He also brings up.
I think this one might be real because it was very, very specific.
It was very specific.
Very specific and long. I think this one was real.
The catcher situation. Since Alvarez went down, Mets catchers have 5 total hits.
Yeah, we have Kevin
What we got to deal with.
Kevin Parada, but
it's funny.
Can he catch at the major league level? We don't know, but he can hit. That's a hitting catcher.
When I saw our catcher, our big signing last year, come up to the plate today, I said, it really sucks that
dude, he's brutal.
Catching position for the Mets right now is auto out.
Wow. It's pretty bad. And you know what? Nito was a batting champion in the minor leagues. He hit over 300. Yeah. Well,
so was
who was he pitching against? Canarsie? He was batting against Canarsie. And
by the way, I see a advertisement for like a Canarsie reunion. Where is it being held? In Queens. What are we doing?
Well, it's right over the walk. It's right over the walk. You just walk right there. Queens, Queens right there. So you know what? That's what I'm saying.
So
nice job, Queens. Yeah.
We're gonna put our crappy Brooklyn crap into
Brooklyn. Listen. Queens. There you go.
I could do a producer judgment.
There it is. Stop sucking up, buddy. Start sucking up.
No, it's true. I mean,
he was not here today. And what?
Do it again, Farace.
And what?
Talking. He's still talking. Okay, see?
You want to live in the Brooklyn Zoo or the Queens?
There it is.
Mansion.
The Queer Mansion.
Irv says Prada can't hit and he can't field.
Oh, he can't hit or field. Okay, I thought he was hitting like 280 or something like that.
Mike Clevenger was the pitcher for who?
Cleveland.
No, Dom says. Oh, and then he pitched where he went to the Padres too. I think
Mike Clevenger
was the pitcher for.
That's the one you're talking about. The
Phillies no. It wasn't Mike Clevenger. It was it was a lefty reliever.
He's a righty. Clevenger's a righty, I think.
Rolling it back real quick to Christian Scott. Who's
I'm gonna look up. In the rotation, okay, so I read up on this right before the show. The plan is the Mets have 26 games in the next 27 days. The plan is to give starters a day off, an extra day off every so often there. But at the end of that period, I really feel like this is the trial Adrian Houser, Christian Scott trial period here. So this is Houser's.
If that's the case, Houser doesn't have much competition because, Scott doesn't have much competition because Houser's been miserable. But I was looking at his stats in the minor leagues. He's a
Alvarado
start, and he's been given about homers per start. So we'll see what happens.
Alvarado. That's who it was.
Okay.
That douchebag. I hate that guy. Hate him.
Right. All right.
Hate. For the Alvarado?
Yes.
Yes. He doesn't hate. He says no one likes things about you, though, for us.
Oh, that's true, too. They're bringing this up, too. I forgot about it. Can we throw somebody out trying to steal a base? Can we? What's going on? Our success rate is 2%.
Right, but in spring training, it was like 30%. What happened?
Well, and Nito's been a pretty decent throwing catcher, too. It's not like he's been a bad defensive catcher, so he should be able to catch people. He should be able to catch these guys, but if you don't hold them on,
Barry Lyons.
If you don't hold them on, Barry Lyons was actually good though.
He was.
He was actually good.
Not a great hitter.
All these old guys were really good and solid.
He was a better hitter than the 2 catches we got. I'll tell you that, Barry Lyons.
Oh, I don't know. But Brian Lyons hit like 217, I think, right?
I know these guys are batting like what, like 150.
I don't know, but I'm not worried about the catcher hitting. Honestly, it's a position that I can take a light hitting catcher. I think Alvarez will be back in a couple of months. By the end of the year, at least we'll have him for the stretch run, if anything, and he'll be okay. He'll be healthy, right, and rested. So for him, it'll be like the season started.
Alvarez has like a grit about him. Like he'll learn, and he's not afraid to take risks. He's not afraid of contact. He's not afraid to throw to first base if you try to get a runner out. It seems like these other catchers don't have that ability to even try to do it.
They don't have D's.
So I think Alvarez's ceiling is really high, and I can't wait to see where he goes.
As high as the brand new scoreboard is.
The old scoreboard's better. See.
Yeah, Alvarez he's an aggressive. He's an aggressive catcher, man. He's an aggressive defensive catcher. I like that because he's a hitter. He likes to hit the same way he's so aggressive hitting. Same way he's aggressive as a catcher.
Yeah, he is. He's very aggressive. He's not afraid to try things and go after people. So I do really appreciate that. He's
run
tough.
the game. Run the game. That's what catchers are supposed to do. Catcher and the pitcher are supposed to run the game. Everybody else is supposed to follow.
He kind of reminds me of a very raw version of Benito Santiago. Benito just didn't care. He'd go at you, and I feel
Alvarez,
like
Benito had a gun. Benito could throw people out from his knees.
Alvarez has a gun too.
Alvarez has too.
He doesn't control it well yet. And in the regular season, in spring training, he was nailing runners.
He threw very hard. Yeah, I saw that a couple of times.
I'm excited about Alvarez.
Really quick.
I just hope he don't get, hurt often. I know it's a tough position.
He's gonna be fine, Keith. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wipe that. Don't spray something in there. Don't.
Fuakata yourself for doing that.
All right, really quick. Side note here. What do you guys think about when they wear their new New York City jerseys, the City Connect jerseys, and everything kind of goes purple? Not the win losses, Keith. Yet, just talking about the atmosphere and the purple on the scoreboard, the purple Coca-Cola, and what seems to be the new home run celebration with the lights going. What do you guys think about that, Keith? Keith, start with you. Just really quick, bam.
Bam. I love the lights. The lights are amazing. The W up on the rafters in the lights. The lights flashing, the LEDs flashing. Unfortunately, we're not the first ones to do that, but I do. Every time I've seen other stadiums do that, I always wish, damn, I wish we did that. And now we're doing it, and still ahead of a lot of other teams. And we're doing it probably better because we're spelling out letters in the lights and things like that.
We're the shit.
So I really, really like it. The jerseys, of course, I've said this last week or the week before. I think they're beautiful. I just don't want to incorporate too much purple because we're blue and orange. So I like them.
But it's for the 7 line in Queens. It's okay. Neil, that's a brand new name.
We could do red for the Redbirds. I mean,
hey Neil, welcome aboard.
Welcome in, buddy.
You're right.
Now, what did you say?
There's a lot of things we can do with those jerseys. I love them, and I love the different speed. Changing things up in the colors. Great for the concrete, but we're blue and orange. I'm a traditionalist. I don't want to go too far with this. Every Saturday home game was good enough for me, and now we're including them in other games. And when we include them,
did you see the reason why? Because Major League Baseball and Nike and all this just suck, and the Mets don't have the pants for the other jerseys.
The black jerseys, I know, but
the black or the blue, nothing. They don't have. They that's why they had to wear them so often.
Since we changed vendors now with the pants, I don't know.
I'm so glad I said it real quick.
Fanatic, it's really terrible. And
I'm a fanatic.
You are.
Well, they're gonna fix it.
So I think that I like the new jerseys. What I like most about the new jerseys is the size of the name, because on the original colors, them shrinking the name is just ridiculous.
It was bad.
It's so annoying.
I bought 2 of them from the other continent. All right.
I blame you for that, Farace.
Yeah. Real quick, Rodriguez, what are your thoughts on the atmosphere, the 43,000, the 44th, I think it's 44,000 Terzio, 44,000 hot dogs sold on Seymour Wiener night.
Seymour Wiener. Listen, how awesome is it that we did that? The
It was
Mets
great.
did that. It's fantastic, man. It's like a total New York thing. I love it. I love the jerseys. Wear them as many times as you want.
Did you
Pete
see the guy
Alonso
got pelted with
looks
wieners?
well. That's a different story.
That's
I don't know
producer
about
Joe's
that
weekends.
fetish video. Pete Alonso looks great in that uniform, man. He looks mean. He looks big. He looks like a bruiser, man, in that gray uniform. I like the unis. I'm blue and orange myself. I love it. However, those are some seriously nice uniforms. I dig them, so I'm all for it.
Yeah,
nice
I loved it. Loved the atmosphere when DJ Stewart hit that 3-run bomb on Monday night, Tuesday night, whatever night. Game 1.
Lights flashing, things popping. Forget about it.
Yeah, they put those W's up in the rafters on the lights.
See, the Marlins do it.
Awesome.
The Marlins do it, but it's not as
I wish I could shut your
welcoming with 600 people there.
No.
Colorado Rockies.
Shut up.
It was the Rockies and the Marlins today in an afternoon game. They had a walk-off win. They won. They swept.
Who?
I think.
Who won?
The Marlins beat the
Rockies.
Rockies.
Well, good for them. Good for them.
The lights are going off, and you see like a shirt there and a person over there.
Yeah.
Keith,
you see the 4 homeless guys that got in for free, shaking their booty up in the rafters. Yeah, those guys.
That's right.
All right. Let's get to what the hell happened.
Did we cover the Doc Gooden retiring his number yet?
Yeah, I think we might have.
Okay,
I think we might have.
I'd rather talk about that again than the Marlins. So let's move on.
There it is.
All right, let's get to last night. Let's get to last night. Last night, pitchers duel, 1-0 going, huh?
That's private last night.
Oh, Jesus.
A 1-0 game heading into the ninth inning. Pitchers duel into the bullpens, and the Mets get a runner on third base. McNeil slaps the ball to left field. Here comes the play. Here comes the throw. Looks safe to me. Not trying to be a homer here, but in real time, he looked safe. He looked like he got the hand in. Then the replays, 17 million replays over and over, and it's inconclusive. You know what the hell's going on. Back in the day, I remember there. I thought I remember there being like a home plate camera. Where's that at? Let's try and get all this stuff right.
I think they only had that for the playoffs. They put a home.
Let's do it. What's wrong with extra set of eyes, like a fisheye?
You cannot step on the plate.
Exactly.
That's the rule.
But you know what happens here, right? It's the same thing that happens, and I'm sorry, earmuffs for those who don't want to hear it. The other night when the Knicks lost, after the fact, they come out with a 2-minute report and say we blew the call. Now they're going to come out and say, oh, the rule is you can't put your foot on home plate or the foul line. That's the rule that was done in 2014, right? But they don't enforce it. They don't enforce it. You can't step on the plate. It's in the rule book. Call it.
So here's the thing, and I'm gonna do what I do best and kind of go off course and ruin this whole conversation. But yeah, you're absolutely right. To me, he blocked the plate, and we had that kind of thing called against us on second base.
Drink while you wreck it.
And what's I don't even know what you said, but I'm gonna ignore it.
I didn't hear you.
I'm just getting a drink while you wreck it. You said I'm gonna wreck it.
Right.
So I'm just getting a drink while you wreck it.
Same kind of thing.
Plenty drunk by the end of this.
Yeah, give me like 45 minutes and I'll be done. The same kind of thing happened to us on second base.
Tip-off is at 9, buddy.
Right? Was it Lindor or McNeil that was accused of blocking the base?
Help us.
And then when the roles were reversed, there was no accusation of the base being blocked. So that's going to bring me to what I was talking about going off course. It's strange because it's like these new rules are invented to make the game better and move it faster and all these other things. But what's really happening is we're making the umpires more visible and involved in major decisions in the game with these rules. And it's starting to really piss me off because the umpires should be invisible. When an umpire is invisible, it means he's doing a great job. But with all these new rules, they're becoming like a main focus, and it's really upsetting. It's got to stop.
It's not an interpretation. It's a rule. It says
Exactly,
clearly
Rodrigo.
as the rule.
And you're sending it back to New York.
On the plate.
But it's becoming an
there.
interpretation with a lot of this crap, bro. I mean, it's just.
Did we see? Why is there no center field camera for that? Like in this day when there's replay and all this stuff.
Joe. Why don't you ask producer Joe?
but it's like really it's 2024. Why don't we have every single avenue covered? Why don't we have cameras or a drone above, or cameras from up above, a bird's eye view, see what's going on? You can see if it's got his hand in it or not.
Those are great points, and I hope that somebody hears you. I'm being 100% honest. Those are great points. There should be more cameras and more angles, so that you can see the plays. You know what plays usually happen and how they're angled. You can set up cameras for those specific plays. And
I'm
when
glad Pete didn't leave that with a broken finger
or shoulder,
exactly.
Like Jersey was talking about.
Exactly. This diving at home is stupid. First of all, but Pete. When Pete did it, he actually did it for a very good reason. It was actually really good that he got his hand in between the catcher's legs when he didn't have to, and he was trying to slide outside. The key to that rule is that if that guy's foot is on that base, he's blocking that base, which makes Pete run around differently, which gives Pete a chance to get hurt, which is part of the reason why they have those rules there. So Pete being out at home plate was a direct result of that guy putting his foot and blocking that plate.
Yep, exactly.
Simple.
Terzio, no rule change. Just add cameras. I want if we're going down the replay rule, which we are, make it the best possible chance to make the right call.
No, it's a great point, because if you have more cameras, the umpire will be less involved and reality will be more involved. But right now, the umpires are so involved in all these decisions that are being made. Like I can't. I'm getting sick at all these games I'm watching, not just Met games, where the umpires are the factor of the win or the loss, and it's just stupid.
Neil comes in here day one watching the show with just spitting straight facts out here. Umpires are pissed because the Mets had a record for overturns in 2022. Umps know what pitch track will replace them soon, and they're taking out the Mets. Now, the ticky-tack thing, wasn't Lindor called for being out of the baseline?
Yes.
The other day, and it really didn't have an impact. That wasn't an impact on it. It was a bad throw.
It would have been safe anyway. It's not like he pulled what's A-Rod and slapped the ball out of the first baseman's glove or something.
No, but he took away an angle. He took away an angle for the cat. For the what was it, the pitcher or the catcher that was throwing it?
The catcher.
The catcher. He took away that angle because of how he ran to the outside. So that caused the catcher to throw it that way. Because if he's running inside the baseline, the catcher doesn't have to throw the ball different. He can go straight to that first baseman and he's out. But he ran out of the baseline.
You're right. What I was thinking about was the throw from first to second when Lindor was running down to second and the errant throw that was on the first baseman. But what I'm saying is that if you're going to call these, if you're going to go by the rule book on something like that where he's 6-8 inches on the inside of the base path. Call the rule on the guy standing on home plate.
Then missed that call. They messed up that call. He should have automatically said, "Okay, that's it." He stepped on the base, and that was it. That was all she wrote. And because the ball was in the way, and that made Alonso change the way he slid it home. It's simple.
What is the rule book on? Again, I'm going off course, just like I like to do.
Never.
What is the rule book on like that Armstrong play at second base where he's putting his helmet on the base? What is the rule on that?
Helmet?
Yeah, when he stuck it out.
He had his helmet on the base.
The helmet is not the helmet. The helmet can't make you safe. You have to touch it with your hand. That's the rule.
Because
hand or foot.
My thought when I saw that
helmet, he's out.
My thought when I saw that was, I'll carry the bat every time I get a hit. Every time I put the bat on ball. Dude. And I slide it first with the bat in front of me. If the bat's on first base, then I'm safe. Like you can't like have the ball in your left hand and then tag somebody with the glove.
That's the exact same thing. That's the example I was going to use, Keith.
So I think this series exposed a lot of weird things that are going on in Major League Baseball, and the highlight of it all, to me, again going back to, I think the umpires are too much involved. They should be invisible. We should not know them other than hearing, "Hey, ball, hey, ball." That's the only thing we should know from umpires. Everything else should be invisible. And when they're so involved and they're so visible, and we're looking at them so much,
They're making
there's
bad
something
calls,
wrong.
Keith. They're making bad calls. They're just making terrible calls.
But why?
You know,
it needs to be investigated. Why? And I think it has to do with a lot of these rule changes, bro.
Whatever upper management they have for the umpires, somebody should be monitoring, should be calling the shots on these things, and reprimanding them and letting them know you made the bad call. Stop the game, because it is important enough. A win is a win is a win, and that can cost you a lot of money down the line, playoff money. So the major league owners and teams should definitely protest and say, what's going on? We need better umpiring because these rules are unclear. That's all. It's a money
Angel
thing.
Hernandez still has a job. Like any of us are that bad at our job, and we're done.
That's where I was going.
Out. Like we're done.
But first, I want to say, by the way, I love the patch on your shoulder, Rodriguez. That jersey's amazing. But with Angel, right? A dirty name that we don't want to hear is Max Scherzer. He put out there.
Oh yeah.
He said, and it was a great comment. I have to give him so much props for it. He said, we should judge the umps against the laser / robo ump. And if these umps are calling so many bad calls, they should be demoted and sent down to the minor leagues to retrain and give somebody else an opportunity.
Pullback training, baby.
Where is the consequence? Where is the consequence? I mean, it's historically a joke what Angel Hernandez does. Some other umps too, but specifically him, he's on the spotlight right now. And he just keeps getting major games. He does Sunday night games. I mean, how is it possible?
I want umpires. I'm sorry. I know, but the
umpire's still going to be there.
Get rid of Hernandez. I want umpires. If I'm up
but
in the place,
there's got to
be again. But you know,
I'm not necessarily arguing against what you're saying, Rodriguez. But there's got to be accountability. You know, there's got to be something that holds them accountable. And if they can use a robo ump to say, dude, you keep getting all these calls wrong. What are you doing?
Right. They should be gauged on maybe on a daily to a weekly basis, and they're supposed to be. I believe they're supposed to be rated in this kind of rating system and stuff. But a guy like Angel Hernandez, I don't know why he still has a job.
If you, Steve Rodriguez, was director of all the umps in Major League Baseball, would you still have Angel Hernandez behind the home plate making all these calls?
He would probably not be in the league, considering everything that he's done. He will probably not be in the league. Retraining,
coaching, a performance plan, anything corporate you want to say. But the thing is, it's got to stop. It's just silly.
He may be better at something else. And it's probably not umpiring.
Mm-hmm. Pat says, Japanese Caribbean umps. I'm down at this point because some of these umps are just miserable.
All right, let's.
It's still hard. It's still a hard job, and they're right most.
Of course, it is.
But
you know what? A hard job.
For a person, it's a great accomplishment. They're right like 95% of the time, right? 97, something like that, maybe.
That's great, but I think Angel's got to be lower than that. He's not. He should go average. I'm sure
he's lower than scum, lower than dirt.
Oh wow.
He's worse than that old scoreboard.
Oh, here we go.
No less than him.
Sergio says he's keeping track of it, baby. Really quick, Neil says we need a DFA Wendell. Yeah, this guy's useless. Defensive specialist. Oh, hi, I suck at defense too.
You know what's funny?
That's Wendell.
I was thinking we need to bring back my DFA of the week, and I was thinking of adding Wendell to that, but we'll see.
Yeah, here.
Next week we'll bring back the DFA of the week.
Yeah. They may just bring up Acuna.
Well, listen, Squirrel better get his act together.
Yeah, Yeah, keep swinging at the first pitch in the 10th inning, Squirrel.
Hey!
Keep
We
doing
won the
that.
game, Rodriguez.
No, stop. Damn, the fundies. What's going on with you guys? We could have won the game in the 10th inning already. I've been done with this. Come on, man. How does Pete? I told you this in our chat. How does Pete,
I'm sorry, Rodriguez.
Squirrel, and Lindor
I need.
all swing at the first pitch?
He drives one the other way, a base hit. Beating around third. He's going to Bader
Wait,
racing
is that
for
a fast
third.
forward, or is
He's
that really how
being
fast
waved
Lindor's bat is?
throw to the plate will not be made, and the Mets win the ball game. Francisco Lindor with a
What'd you say?
Is that
What a perfect pause there.
that
Jeez.
is
Very good
perfect?
pause.
You're right.
Very
Is
good pause.
is that in fast forward, or is that really how fast Lindor's bat is?
This is real life speed here. Let's do it again.
door.
He looks small.
And he drives one the other way, a base hit. Beatty around third. He's going to score. Bader racing for third. He's being waved home. The throw to the plate will not be made, and the Mets win the ball game. Francisco Lindor.
If Pete would have run like that in the middle of the ball game, he'd steal 30 bases a year. What the hell's going on there?
He was pumped, man.
And they were still wrong for swinging at the first pitch in the 10th inning.
Huge. Oh my God. Big victory. Huge victory. Now
It's gonna cost you down the line.
let's move it along here. What? Stop
Ignoring
it,
things.
Rodriguez.
I'm just telling you. You just gotta know.
Mets head to Tampa. Start a weekend series with the Rays. More important, the Mets winning this game kept them from going below 500 again. So another reason that it's such a huge
now they
win.
go face Tampa.
So they go to face Tampa, who's 14-18. They're actually in last place.
Thank goodness.
In American League East. Quintana starts on Friday, 1-2, 3.48 ERA. Don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Civali, 2-2, 5.06 ERA for Tampa. On Saturday, we got. So let's pause here for a moment for station identification on the Fan, WFAN, Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York. Some dude named Little. Maybe he's fancy and his last name is actually pronounced Littell. But he's 1-2, a 3.2.
Probably has a handlebar mustache. Hello, my name is James Little.
And he drinks his tea with his stupid pinky up in the air. Against Mr. Scott. So Christian Scott gets called up today. Will start for the Mets on Saturday. This guy's story is pretty cool. He was drafted in the 5th round as a reliever, like a 1-inning dude. They've obviously morphed that a little bit, and now he's considered a frontline. Has a potential to be a frontline starter after being drafted as a reliever in the 5th round. Strikeouts, it was like he was averaging like 2 per 9 innings. Now he's got like 35 strikeouts and 20 innings pitched. When we got the notification, I was pretty excited about this because this dude could be legit. Rodriguez, what do you think? He's 6'4", 215. He's got a slurve. He's got the fastball. He's got a lot of things working for him.
He's aggressive. Like I keep saying, he comes at these hitters. It's not some pitches just throw a ball out there and try to get a couple of hits, try to limit the hits. This guy's trying just to get you out. He wants to make sure he gets you out. He's got a good fastball up in 90s, 94 to 97, I think, in that range. He can get up to. He's got a good slider, slurve, and he's long and lean, 6'4", 215. Could put on some more muscle. He's still a young guy, and seems to be pitching into the 6th, into the 7th inning. I thought somewhere I read that he had like 14 strikeouts for every 9 innings. So this guy's a solid, would be a number 1 pitcher. Now, when he comes up to the majors, is he going to carry that up from the minors? Because in the minors, he might feel like he's a big fish and try to take these guys out. But is he going to shrink from the major league guys? If he doesn't shrink from the major league guys and comes after them, even if they hit him, even if they catch him, and he stays aggressive, he'll be successful because he's a big guy, throws hard, and has good control. So I'm hoping that he does well. So, and the Mets are starting to develop a couple of arms. There's another guy now, a couple of other guys down there in the minors. I think a guy named Vale or something, and another young guy. So
good pointer.
I can't wait.
Buto again. Another
And
solid game.
another solid. And Buto, and the problem with Buto is he can't repeat himself sometimes. He forgets and he overthrows and he drives that ball into the ground. He has to. Buto has the stuff to be a solid 2 or 3 guy, man. He's holding people down, and he's doing well, but he's got to be able to repeat the stuff. That's how you stay in the major leagues. Repeat everything. Be able to repeat your pitches.
And you know what?
He's
His
24.
Buto's last
24
start,
going to be 25 in June. Sorry.
he took
He's
a couple of
young.
knocks, but he came back, settled down.
He did, right, Keith?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's big. That's big. You know, when you can get rattled, just come back in, settle down, and put the game back in a pace that
Control the
It is
game
crazy.
again.
yeah, it's
Run your
big.
game.
That's
Yeah.
that signifies that you are a big league pitcher.
He's close, dude. He's close. You know, he has
He's
the
going
he has
to
the
get the
guts.
chance.
He's getting the chance. He's got to take advantage of it. He's got to stay strong and start upping his innings, not just go 5 and struggle to get 5. He's got to start doing 6 and 7, and to do that, he's got to stop walking people and focus on every pitch. Every pitch is it could be your last pitch. It could be the next pitch that you throw. You could be out of the majors and
Good lineup to
never
face,
play
though.
again.
In his position, yeah,
Against your the first lineup that you face is not exactly murderer's row, so that maybe that helps. And Tampa's been struggling early on in the season.
Can I just say Frank is like a one-liner master? I mean, Frank,
He is,
he's really fun.
and then he's gone.
All
All right, Sunday, Severino.
hey, real quick, can I just give
why can't I pronounce any of these
on
Rays
Scott?
names? No,
Because you're drunk.
no, Pepiot.
Pepiote. Pepio.
Pepiote.
Oh, Pepio. There's no
Yeah,
E, right?
all right.
Pepiot. Pepio.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
3
some
and 2,
Canadian.
3.12 ERA. Severino,
Frenchie.
2 and 2, 2.31 ERA, 2.31 ERA.
We
Hell
can say
yeah.
his name now. We can say his
We can-
name now. He's no longer Skanky.
He's
Keith,
a
what were you going
Met.
to say to finish up the Scott conversation?
Yeah, I just wanted to add real quick that okay, so all the positives are out there, and I agree with all those positives, but there's a couple of things I'm worried about. Is the fact that in 25 innings he gave up 7 home runs this
Don't
in
worry.
AAA.
There we go.
Last year he did a little better than that, but he seems or tends to give up the home run ball a little bit right now in AAA. I hope that doesn't translate into the majors, because if he's giving up home runs in AAA, major league hitters are way better. So I'm really curious to see what his adjustment is like. And I agree.
I think all 7.
He didn't want to give an answer. He was like,
Who?
"Let's see. He's pitching Saturday. That's all we know right now." That's
Who
all.
didn't want to give an answer? I didn't.
Manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just said, let's see right
He's
now.
from
pitching
Coconut Creek.
Saturday.
I didn't know this.
But he's got a major
from
league
Coconut
catcher
Creek?
now calling the game. Yeah,
He's from Coconut Creek.
Coconut Creek.
I had
yeah.
no idea.
I
I didn't know that.
that.
And he went
Yeah.
to.
He's got good stuff. I mean, he's got strikeout
He's
stuff.
a Gator. That's the only downfall. By the way, Brett Beatty, you're a Cowboy fan,
Orange
really?
and blue, dude. Orange and blue.
Jesus.
No,
Right.
on this
All
show
right,
we don't
listen,
believe
forget
in
that whole. Don't say that word again.
All right, sorry. I
we
believe.
don't believe in
Keith,
you on that show. Sorry.
I don't remember who was talking about, but that he gets bit by the home run ball. I think what I read, either 6 or all 7 of the home runs were solo shots. His whip, not to say that he could have had a
His
runner
whip is
on or
under
2
one,
on.
I know.
7.71
I
whip.
know, but that's also a chance. So what? If 2 people
Or
get
skill.
on, he'll give us a home run
If-
ball, and all of a sudden it's a 3-run shot. This is the major leagues. It's a lot different than AAA. So
All right. So really quick, round the horn. This series, Keith.
I'm a little worried about this. Just like I was worried about the Cubs, I'm worried about this series. I'm gonna go with the faith and say we're taking 2.
2 out of 3. Hey, listen, there's probably going to be majority Met fans down there or over there. Rodriguez, what you think?
Well, I haven't seen Tampa play this year, but they're 14 and 18. You said.
Yeah.
And what are we?
We are 16 and 15.
Okay, so we're about
Dominant, baby.
basically about the same.
Dominant.
We're basically about the same team. So I'm just gonna go with my Mets, and I'm gonna go 2 out of 3.
Terzio, I thought you were leaving, but Mets win 2 out of 3. Can they wear the uniform on the road? The City Connects. I guess it would this is
Why
Major
not?
League Baseball. Why don't they have their pant bottoms that they need? All right, and then so the Mets now after that they head to St. Louis to play the Cardinals. I'm looking to see Minaya. It's Minaya, Buto, Houser for the Mets, and no pitchers for the Cardinals.
It's not Houser.
I think House is going to be gone.
It's not Houser.
What do you
Houser-
mean that Houser being 0-3 with an 8.15 ERA is bad?
And
Houser's a good
even
dog.
in this new baseball, even in the new baseball that you millennials want to play,
Oh my
That's bad.
God.
just see what producer Joe's whispering in my ear.
The producer does an idiot.
Hey,
Well, if he
That's
whispered that
probably-
in the ear.
that's probably
Whose
true,
pitching
too.
spot is Terzio? He's not actually taking a spot. They have 26 games in the next 27 days, including the London stuff that's going on with Philadelphia. So it's going to be they're going to be able to look to see if they can put maybe Houser can skip a start, here and there. Maybe that's the game.
Chronic
Irv
elbow,
says, yeah. Well, listen, we got in trouble for that. Let's not do that again.
hamstring.
And then, by the way, next Friday
Get our hamstring
starts a
pulled.
big series at home against the Braves. We're not going to talk about that right now, but just that's on your radar. So let's take care of Tampa. Let's take
All
care
right.
of St. Louis. I got 2 out of 3 in St. Louis too.
I want
did it
revenge.
to us.
I want
Revenge.
to
We're
sweep
revenge
them,
tour, baby.
dude. I want to sweep them. I
Outta
don't think
here.
that they can be swept, and we'll do it in their hometown. Sweep
Are you saying sweep?
St. Louis. I'm saying
Wow,
sweep
Keith,
St. Louis.
what do you got?
Sweet revenge.
I don't know. So
Sweet.
I'm with Rodriguez. I'm a
Sweeper.
little pissed off.
There you go. Better than pissed on.
I'm going to say some dirty words right
Unless
now.
you're
So I want
Farace.
everybody who is sensitive to tune off. I'll give you 3 seconds.
Terzio.
1, 2, 3. Fuck St. Louis. Fuck that whole entire arch. bullshit, cocksucker city.
Foul.
You know what? Foul this. I hate them. And you
You
know what?
kissed Karachi with
I
that
hate
mouth?
them going way
Sorry
back
about
to when we were 2 divisions in the National League, and they beat the crap out of us, and they had Vince Coleman stealing 1 million bases, and they came over to the Mets and threw fireworks.
I've hated them
Sorry,
for
McGee.
so long
Fuck
too,
them.
Keith. You're
Fuck
right.
them.
I've hated them for so long.
I hate them. And
All
you know
right,
what?
I got-
They
listen.
came into Shea. They came into Shea, and they fucked us up, and they were a shitty team.
hated
I knew
them.
it was a trap series.
Tommy Her, you suck
Tommy Her,
squirrel
fuck
nuts.
you, fuck your mother, and fuck everything you stand for. So
And
I'm going to
something
cut
like
back
that,
the curfew
yeah.
now, so you can bring your
I don't
children
know.
back in the room.
Getting all these
This
FCC regulation
This is
notifications.
Fuck
going on here.
FC.
and,
Fuck
and
the
I'm
FCC.
14. And
Just
I'm-
like
All right,
that
let's
was-
reel it back in.
Anyway,
Good
okay, we're
God.
going to reel it back in.
What do you got? 2 out of 3?
I really dislike the. Okay, bring your kids back in on count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Kids in the room. I really
What
dislike
kids,
the
dude? There's
Cardinals.
only 2 people watching.
And I
What are you
think
talking about?
that the Mets need to learn to dislike them too. I'm calling for a sweep because if we have any pride,
Hey?
we need to go in there with everything we have and hit their off-speed pitches, hit their fastballs.
Oh, you don't want to
and-
juggle their boobs.
Cowbell. What up?
Edwin, what's up, buddy?
Cowbell, come on,
Keith.
Cowbell.
2 out of 3?
Let's go,
For
Mets.
sweep? What's the real quick? What do we got going on, St. Louis?
Oh my
2 out of
God.
3.
Sweep the
We got
Mets.
sweep.
Sweep
Huh?
the Mets.
Sweep
Sweep
the
the
Mets.
Cardinals.
Sweep the
No.
Mets. Great. We're real great. All that for sweep the
No,
Mets.
it's just
All right, sweep the knee.
All
All
that
right,
yeah.
for
I
sweep
got
the Mets.
listen, I got
Why
2
we're
out of
talking
3 in
about the
Tampa.
Bears more.
I got 2 out of 3 in St. Louis.
That's more fair,
Keith-
but I want to sleep
Keith
St.
is-
Louis.
Keith
I'm
is
telling
screaming over
you.
there on mute. He's doing a good job over there. This is the best job that he's done all day on the show. All right, let's get up on out of here because we got the Knicks game starting soon. Everybody's got to get on to
Yeah.
that. Positive energy to the Knicks. Let's whoop them in Philadelphia. Keith, what you got on the way out?
Deuces.
Real quick.
I think this is a baseball show. We shouldn't talk about the Knicks. I just want to say real quick, while we're heading into this next couple of series, it's
Okay.
going to be a
Real quick.
group Fakata because we're going against the Devil Rays and then we're going against the
Wakata.
Cardinals. And I think both of them, you know
Oh,
what?
yeah, yeah.
I really hate the Cardinals and I just really want to beat the Devil Rays. So fuck a top.
Bam.
Oh,
Let me go on
wait
this
a
side of
minute.
the curve.
What was that? Say that again.
Fuck a top.
Okay, very good. There
Rodriguez,
you go,
what you got on the way
Terzio.
out? What you got on the way out?
Exactly what Terzio said. I'll just leave it at that.
That's
Exactly.
perfect. Terzio went
Brian
on a
Holmes
rant in there.
sucks, and Brian
Brian
Holmes
Holmes
sucks.
does suck. Listen, bro, this is
Right,
we
real
gotta win the
quick,
game plan.
let's do a roast of a
Real
team
quick.
and hire Sergio to be our writer.
I like it. All right.
Yeah,
That'll
we'll
do it for
hire
us.
him with no salary.
We're
Hire
setting up beer.
Terzio.
That's exactly what we do here. That's exactly what we do here.
We each
All right.
chip in $10 so you can buy some beers.
We're getting up out of here. We're out of here.
Homestand
Homestand finished off great. We got Tampa. We got St. Louis coming up next. We'll keep you apprised of everything that's going on with the New York Metropolitans. We got an exciting picture coming up here on Saturday. Make sure you tune in, watch this
Can't
dude.
wait to see it. Can't wait.
And hope that could be a moment. All right, everybody. Peace out, everybody, and let's go Mets.
Put up the bunch.